Hi everybody, I am AMINATA KONANDJI, student in biotechnology in Morocco, and you are on Ethos d'Afrique. Today I'm going to talk you about Nigeria. Nigeria is a country in West Africa located in the Gulf of Guinea. With actually more than 200 million inhabitants, it is the most populous country in Africa. Nigeria has also 4,047 kilometers of land border and 853 kilometers of coastline. It is bounded by Benin, Cameroon, Chad, and Niger. Nigeria is actually the first economic power in Africa, and this economic and demographic way have earned it in the nickname of Giant of Africa. It is one of the biggest petroleum makers in the world. I reserve for you today DALHATU TIJJANI.
Good afternoon. My name is FELICIA KUMADO. I am a Ghanaian. I am here with the president of NIZSAN, Mr. DALHATU. Please, can you introduce yourself?
I am DALHATU TIJJANI, YUSHA'U from Nigeria. For my Nigerian viewers, precisely, I'm from Nasarawa State. I'm the president of NIZSAN, Nigerian Student Association in Morocco, and I'm currently studying medicine in the Faculty of Medicine and Pharmacy here in Casablanca.
Okay. Please, how will you describe Nigeria?
Well, Nigeria, I think it's a country with enormous potentials, even if you look at the resources, be it the natural resources, you look at the kind of minerals that we have, you look at the petrols, you look at the gold, and even the human power development. As you know, Nigeria is the most populated country in Africa, and I think the 7th most populated country in the world. So that's something that we can use in order to develop ourselves, and that's a great resources. It's a great resources, human capital development that when fully harnessed in the right way can take Nigeria to a greater height. I think if you are able to harness all our potentials, Nigeria can be one of the best countries in the world.
And what do you think of Nigerian youth?
Nigerian youth are struggling, very hardworking, and they're really struggling due to the current situation of the country. You know, they're trying to get employment, trying to get job, even if it is not government job. What they can do, they're trying to survive. They're trying to make their impact as well in the development of the nation by coming out for public offices to try to make their words, their voice heard in the community. So I think they're doing great, and Nigerian youth are also representing Nigeria very well wherever they are, whether in the United Kingdom, whether in the United States of America, even here in Morocco. Nigerian youth are doing awesomely well. Not forgetting that we have the little bad one, of course, that will bring issues to Nigeria. But in general, Nigerian youth are doing well, and that's what I think of them.
And how is Nigeria doing currently?
Well, we're in a difficult situation right now. We're in a difficult state due to a lot of challenges right now we're facing. Talk about the poverty, talk about the growing in population, talk about the unemployment, talk about the growing in the rates of crime, which is basically generated from the insecurity and the unemployment, the hunger that is in the land. But I must say, just like I said earlier, Nigeria has a lot of potentials, and we're doing well. The government is trying all it's good, and I believe if everyone is going to put his own hands in the development of the nation, then we should be able to move the country to a better state.
Being the president of NIZSAN, can you tell us a little about the association you represent today?
NIZSAN means Nigerian Students Association here in Morocco. It was formed in 2004, 19th February 2004, by the then student that came under the bilateral education agreement scholarship that Nigeria has with Morocco. And since then it has been growing, and today I think NIZSAN have over 250 students here in Morocco. And yeah, so that's the association, and what we actually do from our own part is to make sure that all students are comfortable, are able to adapt well, are able to mingle with the Moroccans, with other people, to be satisfied, to be okay in a country that is not theirs. So it's kind of challenging. So we are just here to simplify the things for them.
That's great. Tell us what your role is in the daily life of these young Nigerians here in Morocco.
First of all, I see it as a motivation. Yes, when you have the students that come every year, and some of them have never even gone out in their life, and some of them are still very, very young, 15, 16. So when they come and then they're able to see that, okay, we have an executive bureau, the first person they will look up to is the president, and they would like to know who is this kind of person. So as the president, I think you have to serve even without words. Just you yourself should be a motivation to them when they come here. And you should also be friendly with them. My own role in their lives is to make sure that they are okay, they are free with me, they can come to me if they have any problem, if they face any harassment maybe from the Moroccan government or any problem, they should be able to come to me, and then we'll use our office in order to get those problems solved for them.
Okay. So what are the real difficulties faced by the Nigerian students in Morocco?
The language, I think that should be the first thing I'm going to say, because it's kind of difficult even for me myself, for someone that has studied English for like 15, 16, 17 to 20 years, and then he just finds himself in a new environment where he has to now start studying a different language, like in a university, and you understand, right? So it's kind of very tough. It's very difficult for them. But just like I said, Nigerian youths, Nigerian students, we are warriors, we are fighters, and they are doing well, even in the schools here in Morocco. I'm sure they are doing really, really great. And then we talk about being in a different country, wherever it is in the world, and you have to accept this particular notion of racism. So I'm sure they do face these issues too, of maybe one or two racism that from the Moroccan community. And then the adaptation also is a problem. The Moroccan weather is kind of completely different from ours. They back home in Nigeria. So when they come here, they try to adapt to the weather, they adapt to the system itself, they adapt to the way, a new life altogether. So basically, I think this should be the main challenges.
Okay. How does your office as a president overcome these difficulties?
My office as the president gives the students a listening ear, and then we try to amplify their voice with the relevant agencies that can do something, such as the embassy, talk about the AMC, even the Nigerian government, talk about the police authorities and the rest. So any person that have problem should come to us, and we try to get those problems solved. And for the French, we try to organize extra lessons for the students when they come, so that we can explain to them, give them more. Learning French, learning a different language in that language is kind of difficult. So now they have someone that can be able to teach them in English, teaching the language in English that they are familiar with. Organize mock exams for them to familiarize themselves with the questions. And I think, yeah, that's it.
A great initiative. Okay, in the Ethos Initiative, we talk about African Union. So tell us, what is your goal and what you are doing to get involved with other associations? My
goal essentially is to be able to see African youth taking up different leadership positions in their respective countries in order to bring in development of their own country. And I try to do that by getting involved with different people. I have friends from Ghana, I have friends from Burkina Faso, friends from Niger, friends from Senegal and other places. And using my office as the president of the association, I'm able to work with the Association of the Foreign Students, which is SESAM here in Morocco, where we talk about leadership, we talk about different roles of African youth in the development of the nation. And I hope tomorrow I'll be able to see these people that we are working hard, that we are interacting and discussing about developments, leading their own respective countries and bringing in change.
Now, let's discover this beautiful country. For someone who has never been to Nigeria, tell us how you will convince the person to take a flight to Nigeria.
I think Nigeria is popularly known. As you know, in Africa, we say the giant of Africa, with lots of artists, lots of potentials. I always say that, we talk about the musicians, we talk about the the actors, Nigerian films, talk about Lagos, which most people know it. You know, so Nigeria is well known, and Nigerians are everywhere. So people should actually come to Nigeria because there are a lot of things to discover, the beautiful places, different cultures. We have over 500 different languages. We have over 300 ethnic groups. So of course, you want to come and see how are we able to live together. It's something that you should think of when you have all these differences, like political unrest and affiliations, but then you are able to live together. So it's something beautiful.
Okay, I'll be coming there. Give us the name of 3 Nigerian heroes.
3 Nigerian heroes. You have a lot of heroes, but I would say we have Nnamdi Azikiwe, we have Sir Ahmadu Bello, and we have MK Abiola. So I will limit myself to these 3 since you said 3.
Okay, and 3 films and series?
3 films and series. Nigeria, actually the entertainment industry is very big in Nigeria. So let me think of the Netflix movies that we have right now, because most people are into Netflix. So you can have The Governor, which is The Governor. You have Merry Men, and you have Citation, the recent movie. Yeah, it is.
Since there are lots of artists, just give us 3 Nigerian artists,
6 Nigerian artists. I think you can have Fela Kuti. This one is so old actually. Olden days, you have Fela Kuti, and then this generation we can talk about Davido, talk about Burna Boy, can talk about Tiwa Savage, can talk about Wizkid. Yeah, a lot of them, Remy, Teni, and the rest. So.
And the stars, 3 big stars.
We have a lot of stars in Nigeria, If you look at all the industry, the music industry, the comedy, even in football, But let me take one from comedy. We have Emanuela, the young little girl. I'm sure most people know her. She's able to put smile in the faces of a lot of people across the globe. And the football industry, we have Michael Obi, he's popularly known. He played for Chelsea. He captained the Super Eagle, that's the Nigerian stuff. And in the acting industry, we have Genevieve. She's an actress, yeah.
Okay. What about 3 ethnic groups and 3 languages spoken in Nigeria?
3 ethnic groups and 3 languages. We have a lot of ethnic groups, like I said, over 300 and about 500 languages spoken. But the major languages and ethnic groups is the Hausa, Igbo, and the Yoruba.
Okay. What are 3 most popular foods in Nigeria? 3
most popular foods in Nigeria. We have pounded yam and egusi, mostly taken in the north by the Hausas. You have amala and iwedu, that one is for the Yoruba. And then you have fufu, or should I say apu. You have fufu and ogbono soup, ubi and banga soup for the Igbo people.
What about jollof?
Jollof rice, mostly like an English food, trying to limit myself to the locals.
Okay. What do you think of the initiative of the Ethos Initiative Africa?
I think they are doing great. Because in the world of today, where Africans are still battling to convince themselves that we are one, so having initiative from the young people that would be able to integrate all African youth in one place, to be able to maybe what we are doing now, people don't even know Nigeria. No, I think I doubt Nigeria is popularly known. I would not agree that, but then. Yeah, we might have someone that don't know Nigeria or any other country. So through this initiative, that person will be able to know that there's a country called Nigeria. It has enormous potential. Like you said, you'll be looking forward to coming to Nigeria, and we're expecting you as well. Sure. So it's a good initiative.
Okay, a message to the Nigerian youth.
My Nigerian youth, a message to myself as well. I think, like I said, they are doing great. And I would expect them to continue. If I have any message for them, is to be able to know that change begins with me, with you, with us, with all of us. So for us to get to that position that we want, for us to compete with the first-class countries in the world, we must be able to change ourselves. We must be able to implement something new. So I will advise them to ask themselves, what can I do? What can I give in to the development of our country, rather than what can the country give in to my own development or to my own gain. So I will ask them to continue striving, though it's difficult, still have the old people in the political positions, but we should still strive it. We should be unified. We should be able to keep making our voice heard until we are satisfied with the country.
Okay. A message to the African youth listening to you.
The message to the African youth is unity. We have to really understand that we are one, that we have to cooperate together. We have to accept our brothers. It doesn't mean you are from Ghana and they're from Nigeria. No, we are one. And after that, we have to be able to change our mindset to understand that the idea of we cannot make it in Africa, it's actually wrong. The idea that we have to go to Europe, we have to go to America in order to make it is completely wrong, and we have to tarnish that, because there's no place like home and nobody will come to Africa to develop it for us. So we have to realize that particular fact, and instead of taking all our talents, all our ideas to the Western world, but rather we should use it and invest it in our own country, in our own continent, in order to develop Africa at large. We must as well be able to change our mindset, because an average African youth will tell you that the government are bad, the leaders are this and that, but then can you beat your chest and say, I'm going to do something different when I get there? And that's the main thing. So we have to be responsible, and we have to act differently from what our leaders are doing. And I'm sure if all of us will come together to contribute our own quota to the development of Africa, then definitely Africa will be great again.
Thank you, Mr. President, for having this time with us. It was a nice discussion we had.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
And thank you to all our viewers.
And don't forget to subscribe.